Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and this is going to be an update video, my second one of the day. If you did miss the one earlier on today, it'll be linked in the top right corner of your screen, and it was a Motogp video, the return of Motogp on the channel. And if you guys want to check out that video, I personally recommend you to, especially even if you just watch me for the F1 content, give it a chance and see if you like it, because I think there's going to be a lot more coming up on the channel fairly soon regarding that. But let's get into this video. I'm going to try and keep it relatively short, but I want to get through all my points. There's no script for this. I want to try and go off the cuff and try and keep it somewhat structured. So let's get into it. First point, I apologise for looking like a mess. This thing on the side of my face has come up. Not really sure where that's come from, but yeah, it's going to be in the video. Get used to it. So anyway, yeah, point number one. Let's talk about MotoGP because this is the pressing matter here. So I'm probably going to do a career mode season on the MotoGP 18 game soon, and it's going to be a 2019 mod, and I'm going to do one more season on that game in full, because if you guys remember, we did the three classes, so basically 3 seasons of career mode, one in Moto3, one in Moto2, and then one in MotoGP. And when we finished the season, I signed a contract to go to Yamaha Tech 3. Obviously, since then, a lot has changed, and we now have KTM Tech 3. Therefore, I've waited all this time for a mod to be developed, and pretty much we're going to be racing for the KTM Tech 3 instead of Yamaha Petronas team. So hopefully that makes sense. And that's going to be basically one more series and one more season of career mode on the MotoGP 18 game. I've had a lot of comments of people saying, where is MotoGP? Am I going to bring it back? And I always said yes, when the time is right. And the time right now is right, especially because F1, you know, is getting on a bit now. It's not as fresh as it was in terms of the game in itself. And also, what I'm doing at the minute is career mode. So I want to try and do something else on the channel and mix it up. So MotoGP is coming soon. I'm not sure when. The mod is not finished yet, but it's getting there. And I reckon as long as I start it within the next month, I should be okay. Now, here's a stumbling block, more MotoGP related things. Every year I do MotoGP when the game releases in June, and this year it releases June 6th or June 7th. The problem being this year, as you guys are well aware, F1 has been moved forward to June 28th, I believe, and both games release in June, so there's a bit of a clash there. So I'm probably not going to be able to do MotoGP this year the way I normally do. I'm just being realistic. I am an F1 channel. I do MotoGP on the side, but F1 is my main audience. So what I will do is I'm going to focus on F1 around June time. I will do some MotoGP 19 content. It just won't be career mode. And then once F1 kind of dies off a bit with the hype, I will start doing MotoGP career mode. Hopefully about a month after, maybe a month or two, no more than that, because I don't want the game to die off before I get my hands on it. So yeah, probably a month after it releases, we'll get into it straight away. So I think that's the best plan going forward, and it's the main reason I'm doing this video, because I was basically looking at my schedule and things to do, videos to make, and obviously since F1 got released and got announced to be released earlier, it's kind of messed up my plans a little bit. So yeah, pretty much just to let you guys know that in a way, this extra season I'm going to do on the MotoGP 18 game, on last year's game with the 2019 mod, is almost going to be kind of like a short-term replacement for the fact that I'm missing out on the actual 2019 game release. So hopefully you guys do understand and appreciate that, and tune in for that content nonetheless. That's why I'm doing another season for it. Now, with that being said, MotoGP is now done. We've completely addressed that, and hopefully things go smoothly with that. I want to try and do one season before F1 2018 comes out. Sorry, F1 2019 comes out, and then we'll do a MotoGP 19 actual game content around about a month after F1. So we're talking like late July, early August for MotoGP content on the 19 game. So yeah, pretty much. Hopefully you guys understand that. Now we're going to talk about F1 going forward, because again, this has been affected as well. So in my head, my plan was to do my current season I'm finishing now. We've only got Abu Dhabi left. Then I would do Season 7 and Season 8 and then call it a day for F1 2018. Of course, again, with F1 2019 being released early, plans change. So at the moment, I think it's going to be this season, Abu Dhabi, and then one more season, which is next season. So we're going to see how that goes. I think that's probably the best option. I've looked at the videos I can produce, over the next 2.5 months, and it's going to be tricky to pull off an extra season. So Season 7 might be the last season, and probably will be the last season of F1 2018 career mode. So we've got pretty much 22 races left, guys. So drink it in, enjoy it, because it's going to be the end. So Yeah, it kind of took me a while to think of, the way to make this decision, because I wanted to really do 8 seasons. It's a nice round number, but there's no way for me to do it. So yeah, pretty much we're gonna have to cut it short by a season. It's still gonna be good. I'm still happy I got 7. I'm gonna get 7 seasons out of the game, considering of all the glitches and bugs we had. So all things considered, not too bad, and I'm actually quite happy with how things have gone, generally speaking. Now, also going forward, I have also re-signed for another season of Apex Online Racing, or AOR, which is obviously the league racing content I put out on the channel. Last season, I returned after 5 years, and I took part in the PC F3 split, which is the third out of, I think, like 15 splits on PC. And it wasn't a great season in terms of I wasn't very consistent. I missed a lot of races. Most of them weren't because of my fault. I was not in my house. I was not in the country. I was most likely in the UK. And then also, I didn't really practice enough. And the good thing about it was I hit my target of getting at least 1 race win and also 1 pole position. So that target was done. Now the question was, would I re-sign for season 17, which is what we're going into now? And the answer is yes, I've re-signed. Again, AOR has been affected by F1 being brought forward early. So there's only going to be a 10 race season. So it's going to be very short, intense, and very packed. The racing starts this Sunday. So look forward to that, guys. Next week, AOR back on the channel, season 7 content. I can tell you I'm once again in the McLaren, which is ironic because I put it as my 3rd choice team, I think, and somehow I ended up in the McLaren again. So yeah, we've got McLaren once again, and pretty much there's going to be 10 races, and hopefully you guys do enjoy the content, and basically more AOR racing content for you guys. The good news is I've been promoted. I'm now in F2, so I'm in the 2nd highest split. Literally in the top split, you got most of the esports races, and I've been pushed up to F2. There's a lot of people that didn't re-sign, so I was quite lucky in that regard. But still, there's a lot of fast guys in there, a lot of much faster guys than last season. So I'm going to try and also on my half put in the practice and really put in the effort to improve a lot more and hopefully get a few results. And I said this in the AOR forum, but pretty much my target this year, there's 10 races. I want to try and get 2 race wins pretty much, and also be within championship contention most of the season, if not all season long. So let's see how that goes. Hopefully it goes well, and hopefully you guys enjoy the content there. And pretty much I think that's going to be it. I've got 1 more series lined up, and I don't know if I want to say it or not, but I think I will, but I'm not going to give away too much. So I've got a co-op lined up coming soon with somebody, and I've never done it before with this person. So yeah, we're just kind of working things out at the minute, but I've got a special co-op with someone that I've never done a video with before, I don't think. And I think you guys are going to be very, very excited. It's going to be a 10 to 12 race season pretty much, because again, it's been affected by the F1 game coming out earlier, so we're going to shorten that a little bit. And yeah, pretty much, guys, that's what I'm going to say about that. And that is it for this video. I think I've addressed it all pretty well. Those 4 points, pretty much focusing on mainly on MotoGP and career mode, and the fact that everything's been affected by the early launch of the F1 2019 game. So with that being said, guys, hopefully you did enjoy this video, and also please once again check out the video I did earlier on today regarding MotoGP. If you did enjoy it, drop a like, get subscribed if you are new to the channel, and also check out these 2 videos to either side of me. And yeah, guys, hopefully I'll see you in my next video very soon, which will probably be tomorrow once again for career mode. So until then, guys, goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one very soon.